Hey there, welcome back and thanks for joining me. All my supplies and equipment are down in the description box below and they have links, so check that out. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see the videos when they first come out, hit that notification bell. Give me a thumbs up and comments and questions are welcome. I have got something so fun. I'm absolutely just obsessed with this, walking around trying to find the material that could make these really cute. So this, of course, you've seen it in the preview, is what we're going to do. Now I'm going to do a little different, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Instead of squaring my heart up with the lines going up and down, I'm going to turn them where they're a little on the diagonal side. Now, I'm going to share a secret. Things like pillowcases and sheets and scrap material and old shirts. I mean, just good grief, the flannel shirts. You know, how cool would it be to make cards out of flannel shirts? So anything you can find makes it that much more fun. Anybody can go buy material, but to collect and, you know, look around at discount stores and things like that, it's just absolutely awesome. So anyway, having said that, I'm going to cut this out, but first I'm going to draw it. Now you can either cut this straight, and the lid's been left off this marker, so I'm just getting it enough to see it, because I think that's all it's got. Hey, that's perfect enough. So I've got the ones that do the little zigzag. I've got some that do little curves as it cuts. Either one's fine, or any type of design. Now I'm going to cut this out. Normally I would butt these up against each other and not waste my material, but for showing, I'm going to do this because it's just a little easier. So when I cut this, I'm going to cut on my line because I really don't want it to show. Now this is kind of flimsy. Some of them are a little stiffer. Once you get it glued on your card, it's not going to make a big difference. Now if you were just sewing straight without gluing it down, I did one and it did really good until the end when I had more material than I did card. I mean, the material bucked up on me. So there we go. Nice thing about this is I got two. There is that. Now just cut your heart out of anything and you're ready to go. Now the next step in making a card is start with your envelope. It's going to be a lot easier. This envelope is 6.5 by, that is 4 3/4. So, which means your card is going to have to be shorter than that. Now what I do is I will end up making my card a 6 by 9. Now I've got regular brown crafting paper. I got it on sale, of course. And I'm going to do me a 9 by, you know what, I think I do 6.5. No, I don't do a 6.5 because it is a 6. So I do a 6, 9 by 6. And there we go. Now, easy way to fold this, put it up against something that is squared. Put the other part exactly to it. And there's your card. Now, we're going to set that aside because what I've got to do is now make the inside card shorter than that. And because this is an 11 by 8.5, if I just cut it into equal fourths, I'm going to have a smaller card. It's going to be a little off. It won't be perfectly squared up with the card. Again, I'm good with that. It's better than wasting your material. So this one's going 5.5. So I don't mind that being a little off because it adds to being homemade. And this one's going to be about 4 1/4. So, no waste there. A little waste on the card itself, but I use these, so it's still all good. All right, so this is going to fit like that. Okay, so there's my card we just got finished cutting. Now, we're going to glue that. Sorry, my chair is one of those old cane bottom chairs. It's a little noisy. We're going to glue that like that. Now, a lot of ways you can do this is take spray glue or some type of adhesive. Here's my problem with those. They're easy. They're easy to use. That's not my problem. They have a smell. And I leave my cards out for almost a whole day outside. Preferably it's not raining, but you know, I'll leave them outside because it takes a while for that to get out of the card. So I'm experimenting today with a stick glue, and you don't need the whole thing like stuck down like this one. You know, the little edges come up, and if they fray, even better. So I'm just touching it, just kind of like tacking it down. Just don't need it to move around too terribly much while you're sewing. Now, you're probably going, is that going to mess my needle up? Yes, it will. But I do a lot of these at a time on the same needle. Now, this one is purple. It's showing through. It will dry clear. It's all I had. So, we'll pat that down. And we let it dry. Now, it's hanging over here. I'm good. I'm good with that. I like it to be not perfect, because if it's perfect, they can get that in the store. We want things to look a little imperfect for our art. At least I do, because it's just neat. It makes it look like somebody made this for me. So here we go. We've got it all dried. See, can't see it. Perfect. We're going to sew this down. Okay, here we're going to, you know, I used to backstitch because I'm thinking, yeah, it's a card. No. I don't even backstitch now because I was really doing all the stuff I'm supposed to do, but nah. All right, put that down. Now you can do a zigzag, you can do a straight. I'm just doing a straight, but I haven't tried the zigzag yet, so I'm kind of anxious. I do have my length count at like 3.5, so it's definitely big stitches. Now this is kind of surprising. Usually when you go around a corner you have to stop it. It's so much easier now. You just kind of take this thing around and I get to a point and we'll pivot it. Make it a sharp point right there in the middle of the heart. I'm telling you, this is the coolest thing. I giggled so much the first time I did this. Now just continue on off. Isn't that cool? I'll get my light where you can see it. Isn't that neat? Alright, we're done with that. Now I'll just cut the strings. Okay, isn't that neat? You see? That is so cool. And what's really neat is the back of it looks pretty awesome. Now, if you are having a card that opened like this, you could leave that and actually stamp something there, or put some more material, or I don't know. Just imagine stuff. But the way I'm doing these is I'm having it on a top fold card like that. Now let me show you how I attach it. So here's my card. Double stack or double-sided tape. You hate it when you hear the UPS guy and it's not coming to your house. Got excited there for a second. Now see, that tape went right over that stitching, so I'm not worried about it coming out. Alright, there's that. Flip it over and kind of line it up. And there's your card. Isn't that awesome? Now, I have gone one step farther. Ooh, I gotta show you. Okay, I cut these out of the strip of paper from the brown that I had left over. So I cut these out. And that was neat. And then I cut out, I just did the thank you. And stick that right there. How stinking cute is that? Isn't that awesome? Well, I just wanted to show you this fun thing to do. And y'all go out there and have fun with it.